Guten Tag, mein humans, and welcome to Dr. Satan Forever. This is my new laboratory, cleverly disguised as a semi-normal garage. Today, I'm going to talk a little about the PT Bravo helmet, and how I turned mine from this into this. Quite nice, I know. Well then, let's get it on.
Are you classified as human?
Alright, so I will start with the modifications I made to the foam inserts, but actually before I get to that, a little bit of backstory on why I have this helmet. I bought this helmet for my real world job because, you know, believe it or not, since I don't have 1 million subscribers on YouTube, I'm not exactly generating a living. So in this job, there is a very real need for personal safety. That is why I got this helmet. So, you know, I'm not wearing anything ballistic, you know, it's just a plastic shell. It's essentially a glorified BMX helmet. And that is why I decided to purchase this, you know, because I have a few other helmets, but they're all ballistic. And I don't need ballistic protection for my job. I just need to not be beamed on the head by pieces of steel and other things like that. And just in case you're wondering, no, I'm not doing construction. It's something different. Something a little more interesting, but you'll never know. Anyway, check that out. I did that with an X-Acto blade, and I will show you the exact X-Acto blade that I used for that. Now, let's go ahead and move on to some of the materials that I used to modify this helmet. Right here, basic scissors. Here is the X-Acto knife I mentioned earlier. Velcro brand hook and loop material. That's what I used for the exterior here. I did apply this myself. These here, there's a bunch of Velcro underneath this skull patch running down the back right here. The way I was actually able to get such specific shapes like this with the Velcro was by utilizing the magic of tape. Basically what I would do is pull off a piece of tape, select a portion of helmet where I wanted the Velcro to be applied, and just rub it on there like so. And as you can see the contours of the vent holes underneath. So all you have to do is take a fine tip felt pen like so and draw out what you want, whatever kind of pattern you want on there. Pull the tape off, take the Velcro, stick it on the back. Then take your scissors, cut that shape out, and voila, you have exactly what you want. And as you can see, it worked quite well. Now, in terms of this 550 cord here, this is actually 550 cord with reflective thread woven into it. This is a material here. I picked it up at an Army surplus store back in Colorado for just a few cents per foot. Not exactly expensive. Two reasons why I applied this. Reason number one is that it does have that reflective thread embedded into it, so it does help with visibility. I do like that. And also, it's decoration. Really, that's what it is. I mean, for the most part, that's what it boils down to. You know, it's aesthetics. This PVC skull patch I picked up on eBay for about 10 bucks. This is actually the skull patch that I had mounted on my PAS GT2 high cut helmet modification, and I just peeled it off of there and stuck it on here since I actually do wear this helmet on a regular basis. This here is fluorescent reflective tape. I don't know how well that's going to translate here with this lighting on the camera, but it does have a honeycomb pattern in it, and it is quite reflective. It works really well. It's basically just like a road sign. This is what I used: reflective safety tape. I picked this up at Lowe's for $4.99, I believe, and you get 2 pieces of white and 2 pieces of red, which I'm not going to use because I'm not a fucking bicycle. I just want to stick with the white. That's basically going to be my color scheme for my my work equipment. Actually, before I go, I want to mention that these rails, I did buy the helmet with these rails. It comes offered with rails, Velcro, or being pre-drilled for a night vision mount. And I figured, why the fuck am I going to pay for that? Because each additional service is like an extra $5. So I'm like, why am I going to do that? You know, I have a drill at home. I can drill through plastic. I have Velcro. I can stick Velcro on the plastic. That's not a problem. One thing I did choose to purchase the helmet with was the 2 rails. The 2 Picatinny rails on the sides. And I was looking up rails on eBay, trying to price them, thinking that I could get a cheaper deal, and they were about $8.50 to $9 for the really cheap stuff, for something approximately this length per rail. When you buy the helmet with these rails, it is only an additional $12, which means that's $6 a piece for each rail. So I said, hey, I'll do that. This V-light right here, this is also a piece that I had mounted on my modified high cut helmet. This is from my PAS GT to high cut helmet modification. And that's it for this video. See you next time on Dr. Satan Forever. Peace!